Hi everyone, my name is Ashok and I am a graphic designer and a trainer from Web School. Today we are going to see Photoshop introduction and their interfaces. Let's start. Fine. So here you can see the Photoshop interface. So in this interface you can see that there are something called new file here and you have something like menu bar at the top here. Okay, so we will see this menu bar later. So in which we are going to go to a new file here. I'm going to click on this new file. You can see a new document window has been opened. So here we want to input all the file sizes which you are going to open as a document. So here we have something like a new presets, like you have printing and artboard illustrations, web, mobiles and film and videos, which you can able to do some designs for the respective concept. So here we have some photos and prints. So we want to take something like a for print now. So in this print you can see all the presets which you can able to take as a preset size of a pages. So you can see a view all preset. If you click on this view preset, you can find all these presets which you can select, see like A4, A6, A5, A3 and respectively. So here you have A4 here. If I press the A4, here you can see automatically the value of that particular A4 will be changing. So here you can see the preset details. This I'm going to rename as a preset details to something like test 001. Okay, and here you can name it like according to your project name. Okay, fine. Now here you bottom you can find something called width and height, and you can find here like units. Okay, in which unit your A4 is getting measured. So now it's measured in the millimeter. Okay, so now go to the centimeter here. The values will be changed into centimeter. If you go to pixels, the value will be changed into pixels. Okay, so it doesn't matter which unit you are taking. So according to this measurement what you're going to take, no, that measurement you're going to change this unit. Next is the cutter called as a resolution. So resolution is nothing but the amount of pixels what you're going to apply for the particular document which you're going to open now. So the resolution, if you're going to increase, automatically the quality of the document will be increased and the size also will be increased. If you're going to reduce the resolution, it will be opposite. Like if your document quality will be reduced and your document size also will be reduced. So resolution on the pixels will be calculated under the concept called pixel per inch. So what is called pixel per inch? For it will be calculated under each boxes. So it is to one is like one is to one ratio. A inch 1 inch boxes. No, inside the boxes how much resolution we are taking. Now in 1 inch box I'm just going to take 300 as the resolution. Okay, so this one I'm going to take it, and the color mode which I'm going to use is RGB. So there are so many color modes are there, like RGB, grayscale, CMYK, lab colors. So in this we are going to use mostly RGB because we are going to Photoshop is just meant for creating or going to edit a image. Okay, want to create something like a painting subject. So mostly this type of designs will be created using RGB color mode only. Okay, so if you're going for printing purpose, you can change the mode to CMYK color mode. Okay, fine. So I'm going to now change it to RGB, and 8-bit is the quality of the color which you're going to use. 16-bit if you check, it will be more colors will be added, but 8 is the maximum thing you can able to take because we are not going to use 16-bit of colors. It's waste of time only, and the quality of the thing which you're going to create inside this Photoshop will be changed also. So background color which you're going to take, if you give OK or create, what happens is that the background will be opening for me. So that background color we can able to change. If it is white or black, or if you need it as a transparent, even that also you can able to select it. I'm going to give create. If I'm going to give create, automatically I will get a A4 size paper with RGB color mode, and the name of the document is test 001. So now this is the 16.7 is just a zooming level. Okay, so you can hold alt and scroll the mouse center wheel button. You can see that this mouse will be scrolling like this. So what is called Photoshop? Photoshop is a software which is used to create or edit images or paintings. Okay, you can even change the colors. So these are things can be done in Photoshop. Photoshop is a product of Adobe companies. It's a image editing software, or it's also based on pixels, the pixel based software. What is called pixels? Pixels are called tiny square boxes which you can able to see when you zoom a image. Each and every pixels will be containing tint, shade and tones of a particular color. Here you can see there are so many type of tables which you can able to see separately, that you can able to select it, and you can see that each and everything has a separate names in it. Okay, so first one which is in the top here, which is called menu bar. And the bottom which you have here, it's called option bar, and the left hand side you have something called toolbar. Okay, so these are the three things which are mainly used. And another thing which I want to use it mainly is that layers. Layers is the most important thing which are going to use it inside the Photoshop. So this is called layers. The shortcut for opening this layers is F7, function key 7. This is the shortcut for layers. And guys, I want to say you something like Photoshop has tons and tons of shortcuts that you should be always remember, and you should boycott it. When you're using the Photoshop or you're going to work in the Photoshop, always use shortcuts. That will be very easy for you to create bring the effects or something like that. Here, this is called layers. In this layers, you can able to see, you can able to make so many type of layers. Like you can able to add layers by you clicking this button here. You can see this. So click on this button. You can able to see there are multiple layers has been created under the name called layer 1, layer 2, and go on like layer 3, layer 4. It will go on like that. Even you can rename the layers by double clicking on the particular name. Okay, double click on this area and you can see I can able to change it to some other thing. Like I'm just going to change it like WebD. Double click it. Score. Double click. Best. Institute. Okay, so you can able to rename it like this. Even you can delete the layers by selecting, and you can just click on this delete button, or even you can just delete on your keyboard. There should be at least one layer, because if you can't able to delete the last layer, because there should be one layer. That is mandatory. I'm going to add a new layer. This is like a new paper. If we're going to add a new layer, this is like a second new paper. So in a book, particular book, you're going to create the pages. That pages only you're going to create some designs, or you can able to write, or you can draw an image, or you can paste a image or something, right? So this images, like you're going to bring the images inside this particular document. Always you should use the layers separately. You should not merge the layers, or you should not do everything in a single layer itself. Always you should work in multiple layers already. Because if you're going to do in a single layer, it cannot be edited. Here in toolbar, there are so many type of tools are there. For your explanation, I'm just going to separate this toolbar into three categories. That is, one is called selection tools. The second thing is called retouching tools. Third thing is called path shape tools. So these are three type of categories which I'm going to separate, and I'm going to show you now. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to apply a new layer. In that new layer, I'm going to create some shapes and using this selections, and I'm going to apply some colors. I'm going to create some paintings. All this thing we come to see in this type of topic. So here, first thing is called move tool. The shortcut for move tool is V. Here you can able to see when I hover my mouse over the particular tool, you can see that the name of the tool, and you can see the shortcut in the bracket here. The use of this move tool is to move an object from one place to another place. Move an object means move a shape, move a color, move a picture, or move a selection one place to another place. That we can easily do using this move tool. Even you can able to duplicate some objects by dragging, holding Alt and dragging using the move tool. Even you can take multiple duplicate objects by holding Alt and dragging using move tool. Next, we are going to see something called selection tools. Using selection tools, this is called marquee selection tools. Okay, marquee is nothing but running. Okay, this is what we use in HTML codings. Okay, we call it as marquee tags. No, the same name they are using here. Marquee is nothing but running lines. When I select this tool, you can see that the shortcut for marquee selection tools are M. There are two types of marquee tools. You can able to use it clearly. That rectangle marquee tool and elliptical marquee tool. And we have single row and a single column marquee tool here also. We just use this very normally. We don't use it. It is very rare to use. Okay, we don't use it very often. But this is which we are going to use it very often. So this is called rectangle marquee tool. So I want to select this rectangle marquee tool. I'm just going to click and drag in the document. You can see a rectangle shape has been created. You can able to find that this has a small movement here. Can you see? So this is called marquee selection tool. Whenever you see something like this, even if it is tiny, don't ignore it. This is called selections. So if you have selections, the watermelon effect, or if you're going to draw something using the brush or pencil or something, everything will be applied only inside this selection if you are selected. If you are not selected, it will apply to the whole image. For example, if I'm going to take a particular image, okay, I'm just going to drag it inside. So this is a normal image which I'm going to bring it inside. So what I'm going to do is that using this selection tool, I'm just going to drag it like this. Okay, so just think that if I'm going to delete this, I'm just going to delete it. So what happens is that the selection what is inside will be deleted. Just think that without using the selection, if I delete, what happens? The whole layer will be deleted. I'm going to use the Control Z to come backside. It's called undo. So here you have something called rectangle marquee tool. So it doesn't mean that you can only apply the rectangle shape. It also can able to use it square also. For creating the square, you should hold Alt and Shift to create the perfect square. Alt and Shift to perfect square. See, look at this. This is a square. Okay. Now you can apply the effect, or you can even delete, or even you can apply some effects. I'll just teach you this later, just to know. I'm just going to see only the effect will be applied only to the particular selection area. So this selection can be changed into multiple selections like this. For example, if I'm going to make another selection, see that the selection which I made it first, no, it has been gone. Okay, so how I can able to keep this selection? So you can see here, this one here. So you can find some selections options here in the optional toolbar. So I'm going to explain this concept now. This is called new selection, and this is called add to selection, and this one is called subtract from selection, and this one is called intersect with selection. Okay, so what we are using is now is called new selection. Okay, this new selection, if I create a new another thing, then the new thing will be there. Now the older thing which I selected now, it will be gone. So what if I need this one also, and what I'm going to draw now, no, that also I need it. So what you should do is that you just click on the second selection. Now you can able to add multiple selections like this. So when you give effect now, or if you want to change something, see automatically all the area, the color will be applied, or you can able to see the changes will be applied. Even you can delete it also. See, okay. So if I want to join it like this, what happens? It will be joined together. Okay. So this selection is called subtract from selection. So if I subtract it, you can see that that area will be subtracted from that particular region. Understand? And this is called intersect. Intersect is nothing but the in between areas where the two objects is getting collided. So see, this two objects is getting collided in this center region here. So that region will be there, and the others and all will be vanished from the screen. So like this, you can able to make the selection. So this type of option, this option is be used for all the selections, all the marquee selection options. So you can use it for circles also. For example, if I just draw it simply, you can be able to take you can get a oval shape. Okay, if you draw it simply, you can get a oval shape. Whereas if I use Alt and Shift to draw, I click enter, you can see a perfect circle will be formed. So if you want to remove the selection, what I can able to do? So because if you give delete, the image will be removed. So what I can do? There is one thing you can do is that you can just right click using the particular tool. You can use the particular layer. You can right click using the particular tool inside here, and you can see something called deselect. Shortcut for this deselect is Control D. If you are a Mac user, you should use Command D. And if you come down, you can able to see there are laser tools, polygonal laser tool, magnetic laser tool, even selection brush tool also is there. So if you go to the selection brush tool, for example, if I'm going to just paint it like this, you can see that the particular area has been painted like this. So you can just paint it like this and you can select it. Okay. That one I will explain later. When we learn about retouching, I will explain that later. Laser tool is the tool which is used for selecting something, like selecting some areas which you can able to draw like a pencil or brush, which you're going to use it in the notebook or something. It is called freeform selection tool. So you can able to draw at any point. So it's very flexible to draw. It is called freeform selection tool. So same concept and same concept here also. See, like you're able to minus it. Even I can able to interact with, intersect. Okay, same concept comes. Even control D also. Polygon is the tool which you can able to draw like a straight lines like this. Okay, and magnetic laser tool is used to, it will be attracted to pixels only. For example, if I just click here, you can see that it will follow the things like this. So the magnetic laser tool will be attracted to the pixels. So when you join to the start point, it will change as a selection. Okay, and the same thing is called magic wand tool, quick selection tool, object selection tool. If you click on the object selection tool, the shortcut is W. So just you see that I'm just going to drag like this. The particular object will be selected like this. See, the object is totally selected like this. Okay. So what you can able to do is that you can just separate it into a separate layer. Like if I give select this particular layer, this one has a this character here, the King Kong is here. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give Control J. You can see that it will be duplicated to the separate layer. Control J is to duplicate that particular selection. Or if you don't have any selections, the total layer will be duplicated to the new layer. So using the move tool, see, I can able to move the object from one place to another place. Even I can able to rotate it like this, or even I can able to scale it like this. Okay, and delete. We have quick selection tool, which is going to paint like a brush. See, it will be automatically, it will be selecting that particular region. You can increase the brush size by clicking on the square bracket in the keyboard. See, like you can increase it and you can just paint it like this. It see automatically it changes into a selection. Even this one also has minus point here. So if you click on the minus, and you can minus the selections. Okay, it's very easy. Photoshop concept is, and you have magic wand too. So just click on this particular area. See that particular area has some orangish type of pixels. If you click it automatically, that orangish type of pixels where and all there, no, it will be selected like that. So it also have this type of multiple selection. So you can able to multiple select it. Like that. Okay. You can delete, or even you can use the move tool now, and you can move it from one place to another place, or you can able to delete it. So by removing the background and all, now you can use it like this. Okay. And this one is called crop tool, which you can crop the particular region and give enter. The total image will be cropped. The total A4 size will be cropped like this. Okay. Don't think that the A4 will be shrunk into that. It will not happen. Then particular area will be cropped. And perspective grid tool we will see later. Slice tool and we will see it later, because it is used to give some perspective grid options, and the slice tool is to mark the particular areas. You can able to mark it and you can use it. Okay, this is called placeholder. So just draw the placeholder like this, and you can just give some generator options or like this, using this type of concept here. You can bring the images and you can place it inside here. And we have eyedropper tool, which I'm going to click on this eyedropper. You can see that if I click on this eyedropper, automatically the color will be picked from the particular area. So you can able to see here. So this is called the foreground color, and this is called background color. If I click this foreground color, I can able to apply some colors like this. See, give OK, this color will be applied. So if I just click on the eyedropper, the shortcut is I. I'm going to click on this colors like this. You can see that the colors will be picked inside this particular foreground color. Okay, these tools are called selection tools. So far, the first part of this interface has been completed. Remaining we'll be seeing in the second part. Thank you.